difference. They don't even need me to call the police. They don't need to call the police. They're allowing these random people out in the street to grope me with their hands and hurt me and do disgusting stuff to my private parts without me even taking off my clothes. They're really the worst people in the world. It's not my fault I'm in America. It's not my fault I was born here. But I'm asking you guys to please help. They've been contacting the owner of the corporation of YouTube to make sure that my videos don't reach anybody so that they can keep me as a personal pet to torture me all the time. I need you guys to help out by getting a secret investigator or a sheriff that's from out of town, because they're waiting for me to go to a certain town so that they can already have ties with the police, so that the police don't do anything about their obsession with stalking me. They got caught on the train licking the blood off of my feet. And New York is trying to make it seem like it's because of a celebrity. No, it's not. It's because you're obsessed with witchcraft. And just because you're obsessed with witchcraft, that doesn't mean that me eating, me having access to medicine, me having access to medical care in my own country, me paying rent to lock the door in my room in my own country so that I'm not on the floor using the bathroom, having people watch me pull down my pants using the fucking bathroom. They make it seem like you can go to another side of town. That's not true. They're just gonna follow you to a different side of town. Okay? And then when you go to the shelter, they're gonna go inside the shelter and continue doing it at the shelter, okay? And I'm talking about numerous shelters. These people have their vans, they have several cars involved in this, and I've never asked them to invest in me in that type of way. I've asked them in over 5 jobs at this country to stop, and I'm only a part-time worker. I said, stop coming to my job, stop bothering me, and they won't. They will not. And now they're saying that I have to take out a weapon and a gun and kill them. And then they're throwing their kids in the front, trying to make it seem like they're innocent. Okay, so I'm asking y'all to do something about it, because I can't even call the police. As a female that has been raped several times out on the street, I've never been able to call the police to report one thing, to say that I needed help with it. Okay? And I want you guys to see this as a problem, because I'm tired. I'm tired of fighting the fact that this motherfucker can get on. So look at all these people that are out here walking. They're out here walking just fine. Nothing's wrong with them. Why do I have to be harassed by these people all the time? And they've been doing it for way too long, y'all. I want y'all to see how they allow people to just be sick out here. And I have proof that they stole thousands of dollars from me with the help of security. If it wasn't for security or the police forcing me to leave the premises after they robbed me, they wouldn't get away with that stuff all the time, and they refuse to investigate. So I'm gonna have y'all investigate, because everybody's saying that their job is too small. The manager's job is too small. The security guard's job is too small. The cashier's job is too small. The police's job is too small. Well, can you chip in to get these people banned from the country for using that as an excuse to harm and torture people that are citizens in the United States? I'm sorry that you are an immigrant, but I was born here, and I have the right to say, hey, I was born and raised here. I didn't bother nobody. And I know you have this person on camera. And I know you have them on camera in over one state. Can you ban them from the country? I have the right to ask first. And then they're asking me to give out my private information about just about anything, religion, whatever. And I'm looking around thinking to myself, oh my God, I can't breathe. I'm trying to get out of here. I need you guys to use them, because they're not going to use them, and the police are not going to want to have the patience to look to see what they've done at all. How do I know? Because I've moved so many times. They forced me in NYC after they riddled Maryland with such terrible criticism, then tried to turn around and make me look like a criminal, even after reinstating myself with the Maryland ID and under an EBT food stamp assistance. all because of them being a gangbanger. Not because they're studying at school to become a doctor, not because they're in New York to become an actor, honey. Just because they decided to be a gangbanger the entire time that I've been working in the United States. I don't have shit to do with that. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, y'all. And I'm not going to take this risk and make it seem like I'm just not going to be at Target anymore when I know that they're going to follow me to the other Target, make it seem like I get food and water, and then they're going to try and get me trespassed from that Target as well. Just because they already covered the entire streets with people that are not going to network for me, that are not going to connect me, that are not going to say, hey, this person did offer to chip in half, this person did offer to pay for it. They don't want me to be able to gain from any of the resources because they're saying that it's not fair that I was born in USA, and yet they're not doing that to anyone else. They're not even doing that to the police. And yet I have to carry around the fact that they have a big head and they came to be an enemy of the entire country's system just because I was living here and I was born and raised here. I don't think so.